Alright, this is David with Liberty Suppressors. We're about to torture test a Mystic on an AK with, this is Tula ammo, 122 grain full metal jacket. We're gonna see if we can burn the can up, basically. We're just gonna run them into the ground right here beside the range just to see what happens. That was 30. Chamber is clear. I got to reload. You can cut it. Alright, second magazine. We had to re-tighten the suppressor. The suppressor had shot loose from the mount, and the mount had shot loose from the gun after 30 rounds. So we went and got a wrench, tightened the mount on the gun, and got a pair of welding gloves and tightened the can back on the mount. Alright, here we go. I've got her toasty. That's 60 rounds. Move over there where you ain't in the sun. Alright, quick temp measurements. This is our 350 degree temp stick. Oh, I'm going to pour water on it in the process. But right now I'm melting plastic off of this jug onto the side of the tube, as you can see. So it's over 350. We don't have any scientific ones. Paper ignites at 450. It probably ain't that hot. We're in between 350 and probably 450 degrees somewhere right now. Here comes rounds 61 through 90. Ow, the gun's hot. That was 30. We're way over 350 right now. Gun is clear. Alright. Actually, the last course of fire was only 20 rounds. We forgot to top the mag off, so we're at round 80. This will be 81 through 110. The gun's getting so hot I just about can't hold it. Uh-oh, we had a classic stovepipe. Look at that. What's that noise?
The holes.
Okay. The brass is going straight up?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I've got one round that didn't get loaded here. We'll put that back in. I'd hate to have to use these guns in combat. It's smoking hot. It ain't going to just do a few magazines. Alright. Can shot loose. We had to retighten it on the last magazine with the welding glove and with the wrench. And as you can see, watch this. There's smoke. It's not a pleasant experience to have to tighten the can up. Alright, so far, I think I've done a bunch of miscounting because right now I'm at, these are 20 round box, yeah, I'm at 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, I'm at around 140 when I complete this mag. The handguard is starting to soak out cosmoline grease. Get out here. Jammed again. gun's hot. I don't know if I dropped around or if I reseated the mag. Alright, 20 more rounds and we're finished. Alright, we're closing in on the last of it. This closes in on rounds is number 160 at the end of this battery. And we jammed again. Now we got a double feed. Crap, it's hot. And she's done. Woo! Okay. Once this cools off, we'll see what's happened inside the can. Alright, we're going to do a rapid cooling sequence on this can. This will be like the worst of the worst of the worst case scenarios. Let's see. Now, it's laid there a few minutes and cooled. I still see it bubbling, dude. It's steaming out of the receiver. I'll have to clean this rifle tonight and get that water out of it. Man, listen to it. Look, the front sight base is boiling. It's dry. Look at this. Man, that's abusive. But I can touch the can now. May have to buy him some forearm wood. I cooked it pretty bad. Now, we can take the can apart and see what the damage is on the inside. Alright. What you're looking at is a 14.501 left hand fixed barrel adapter for a Mystic that I made today. Alright, so we could test this on the AK47. That has enabled us to shoot this rifle 160 rounds in rapid fire succession. And the cuts between mags was just so that you didn't have to watch me meticulously stuff rounds into the magazines. And of course, Scotty, you know, I would give it a minute to 2 minute cooling cycles between magazines, because there was one time we went up and we actually got a wrench to tighten the core with, you know, or to tighten the mount onto the gun with. Then there was, you know, the time when I dropped the rounds on the ground, I had to pick them up and load the mag. So you figure 1 to 2 minute cooling cycles between each mag, maybe. So, but yeah, I give it that. But the core is undamaged, except for the baffle strikes out here. There's right here. This baffle here has got some damage on it where it kissed it, and then this one is damaged a little, and then there's a little front cap scuff where when it shot loose and it unscrewed everything. Looks like it actually kissed this one too, but you know, they're no worse for wear. You have to look hard to even see them, but yeah, you can tell they're damaged from baffle strikes. But as far as the integrity of the core, everything's perfect. And this, as you can see, is a Gen 1 or unrailed or whatever you want to call it. When we added the reinforcing rails, now that much continuous fire that rapidly didn't hurt the blast baffle either. So notice it's still completely flat. It's not deformed. It's wet where I just dunked it in that water to cool it. But now, if you'll notice, I had to put a pair of channel locks on the retainer ring to get it off. It locked this monster. Now, it might have been from the rapid cooling. I ain't gonna say it wasn't. But now, while we were shooting it, it was loose. And we tightened it while it was hot, so that when we cooled it, it locked it. So that's probably why it wouldn't come off, okay? That's what I've got from the test. I can rate this suppressor to withstand 7.62 by 39 just fine. The problem you're going to run into is, like with this host rifle, it kept shooting loose. 1 or 2 mags in, it'd shoot loose. It would have burned every bit of the paint off of the tube, I believe, in this course of fire. This tube is a light yellow color now from the heat. But due to the construction of our fixed barrel adapter into the rear of the suppressor, you have a completely sealed circuit for your blast baffle. so the tube isn't exposed to the blast energy. Your blast baffle, which has this reinforcing baffle supporting it, actually takes the brunt of all of that blast, and then you have secondary gases flowing through the can. Of course, it's a generous aperture, so it's going to bleed it off really fast. I was real reluctant to rate it for this caliber because I was honestly thinking that the 7.62 by 39 was going to have enough energy to actually get a decent enough gas seal that I was going to see flex in these baffles and see them deform. But I didn't. These baffles are in perfect condition. I've measured them. Everything measures out. They're not bent in any way. They are scorched, but there's no real impingement damage, you could say. They look good. So with that, I'm going to put it up. We'll add it to the webpage. People with AKs, you got to make sure your bore's concentric. This one's actually a little off. It was close enough, so I went ahead and fired it. Yeah, I've got a little damage on the end cap because of it. See if I can get it around here where you can see it. Get it focused in. You can see that baffles. See how the cap's dented a little bit right there. You can see the metal's upset. That's probably because it was shot loose and it wasn't perfectly aligned. So, you know, it's kind of, what we're probably going to do is we'll rate it for 7.62 by 39, but we won't warranty it if you use it on an AK and damage it, because these things are so notoriously out of alignment and the ammunition is so notoriously unstable that you're taking your chances. But there it is. So if y'all want to play with AKs with the Mystic, it can take it. We pushed it hard today, so there you go. Thank you very much. Alright, what you just witnessed was a destructive test on suppressor. Don't attempt this with your can. You'll just ruin it and it'll void the warranty. Alright, so be safe out there and don't shoot your can that hard. That was just way too abusive. Alright, thank you very much, and y'all be careful. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.